I once again find myself walking along that misty path of roses in my dream. The flowers on either side are no longer blooming. Their petals fade and curl one by one, transforming into silent ash at my feet. But the story is so good. Yes. That's how I am with this game. I love the main story in this game. It's so good. I need an update. It's been so long. The mist clears to reveal a dead garden at the end of the path. Charred vines with roses ensnare broken colonnades? They're akin to memories that lost their life, yet refuse to fade. Looking up, I see Velmure. It's no different from a hanging scroll slowly peeling away, colors fading layer by layer until everything dissolves into gray mist.
When the roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
Pookie. I want to remember you. But will you still be the same when the time comes?
So long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely recognize.
Oh. Oh. I open my eyes to find blood-red sunlight filtering through the gaps in the curtains. There's a thin layer of eerie mist in the bedroom. Was that a dream?
You're awake?
I try to sit up, but the arms around my waist tighten. I'm pulled back against a firm chest. You! Release me! Who said you could sleep here? Oh. I said you could sleep here, actually, Pookie. You're more than welcome to stay right here. His annoying arms ignore me and make me face him.
You slept so soundly last night that I couldn't wake you up. If I wasn't a kind gentleman who carried you back to your room, you'd be sunbathing on the roof.
It also has the saddest story background. I'll look into it. This is my favorite husbando.
Worry not. When I walked in, I told the housekeeper that you were exhausted from dancing. No one will suspect anything.
Are you saying I should be thanking you for your thoughtfulness?
I'm honored.
A maid enters with a tray that has my breakfast. Once she sets it down, she helps me bathe.
Did you have any strange dreams last night, my lady? I dreamed of a path covered in roses, and when I woke up, I held a rose petal in my hand.
Why is that similar? Why is it similar to my dream? What else did you see?
I can't remember. The path was hidden in a heavy mist, and everything was blurry.
We had the same dream. I question all the servants, and they say they experience similar dreams. By evening, the entire city is talking about this strange dream. In a world where death can strike at any moment, people believe this is an ill omen. Panic spreads. In the flickering candlelight, I once again open Night's Whispers in search of the fragment text for the blood mist. When the mist kisses the rose and the petals fall, the Supreme shall awaken from its eternal slumber.
Do you believe this refers to the sacred core?
In a book I once read, there was a record of a powerful magic spell, considered forbidden. It's called the Rose Dream Plague. It can force an entire city to witness the same dream. In other words, it's a disease that infects one's dreams. Only Sehen would have the power to seal the forbidden magics within a painting from decades ago.
Is he truly kind-hearted to show later generations the path to the sacred core? This could be him mocking people like you.
At least his insults towards me wouldn't be as frequent as yours. What about you, Count? Did you dream last night? Are your dreams the same as humans? Or do fiends have no dreams? He gives a non-committal smile, but his eyes show no traces of amusement.
Rather than concern yourself with whether or not I'm like you should focus on searching for the clues about the sacred core.
He doesn't answer my question. For some reason, I'm certain his dream had something he didn't want to see. Pookie. Uh-oh. That night, Sylus had a dream. In it, Kiori died in blossoming roses. When he woke up, he thought it was ridiculous. Dreaming of an immortal's death was a cruel, ill-timed joke. But the lingering remnants of the dream prevented him from showing his usual mocking smile. He still remembered the complex emotions from the dream. Chaotic, melancholic... I feel like I said that wrong. And a pain tearing his soul apart. She is a mage who summoned him. And this is a game to pass the time in his long existence. How could your death cause me so much agony? Sylus realized that although he was no longer dreaming, he was still affected by the emotions from this dream. Did I lose my mind after drinking your blood? He laughed at himself, his knuckles gently brushing over the girl next to him. Her skin was smooth, warm. He held his bundle of warmth in his arms as if to dispel the vivid despair from his dream. He thought it was just a dream. Yes, it was just a dream. Blood-red mist hangs over Velmure, stubbornly refusing to disperse. It becomes a veil that enshrouds the city day and night. After the initial panic, people grew accustomed to the sky's disturbing color. In this era where death's shadow looms, no one can predict if they will be pushed into the abyss by fate's hand tomorrow. People continue to seek the comfort in magic, and mages use any means necessary to enter the sacred core and rewrite fate. Sylus and I follow the trail of clues entwined with dreams, poetry, and the blood mist. Velmure is a painting, slowly corroded by time. Despite our extensive travels, useful information remains scarce. Okay. I will look at some point, Mobzilla.
Marquis Swain passed away from an illness several days ago. My lady, my lord, you attended a ball he hosted when you first arrived in Velmure. Do you remember?
At the dining table, Sylus and I exchange glances, but the housekeeper's expression remains as calm as ever. He looked hale back then.
They say his heart stopped beating. Such tragedies aren't uncommon, yet everyone believes it's connected to the ominous mist. All the nobles are desperately inviting mages to divine their fate and extend their lifespans. If my lady and my lord wish it, I can arrange for one to visit you.
My lady, my lord, today's steak is selected from the healthiest calves raised on farms outside the city. It's been seared at a low temperature with herb butter.
The elderly chef anxiously watches as the maid serves the dishes. He casts uneasy glances at Sylus while his voice unconsciously drops to a whisper.
If the Count doesn't find it beneath him, please, do try it.
I glance at the untouched dish in front of Sylus and can't help but pity the dejected chef. I wish I could tell the chef that the Count is only interested in blood. To my surprise, Sylus picks up his knife and fork, cuts a small piece of steak, and places it in his mouth to chew. Wow.
It's not bad.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and prepare the dessert.
But that was nice of you, Pookie. The housekeeper and the maid also visibly relax, and the atmosphere in the dining room seems to improve by a considerable amount. So Sylus can be like this too.
What is it?
It's nothing. I saw a hint of humanity in the Count, and I'm not used to it.
Perhaps. I've been drinking too much of my wife's blood and was infected with the consumption.
I'll probably set a day for it or something, Momzilla. I gotta give the mods times to go through them too and make sure they're all stream safe. And by mods, I mean Sneaky. Sneaky or Shaz? I glare at him as the servant delivers a letter to the housekeeper.
It's from Duke Bass. His Grace has invited you to a hunt.
They still wish to hunt as the blood mist covers the sky? Do they not fear death anymore?
My lady, you may not be aware, but ever since the blood mist descended, extremely rare animals have appeared in the royal hunting grounds outside the city.
I am not aware of that, no.
Oh. How rare are they exactly?
They say deer with silver horns and pheasants exhibiting golden feathers were spotted, and they've only been depicted in books. All the noble families are competing to hunt them.
Sylus and I exchange a glance. We recognize the interest in each other's eyes. Oh, no. I haven't done a set stream or anything. I just kind of wanted to remind you guys that the Reacts channel exists in Discord. Because I don't think a lot of people realized it. And I've had people like sharing TikToks and stuff under my post on Threads. And I'm like, y'all, please post them here because I'm going to lose them there.
Since His Grace gave us an invitation, there's no reason for us to refuse. Besides, my lady should acquire new attire. A custom hunting outfit should do.
Ooh, a hunting outfit. Sunlight pierces the crimson mist and cascades over the forest located in the royal hunting grounds. Every leaf is coated with a blood-red light. The horns sound, hounds bark wildly as they run, and dozens of magnificent horses gallop through the woods. They temporarily disperse at the eerie atmosphere that looms over the forest. Hi, Steel.
Look, there's a deer with white markings.
How are you? How goes it? In the distance, a herd of startled deer races into the forest's depths. Their fur is adorned with vine-like white patterns.
Is that a peacock? There are wild peacocks here?
On the other side, a silver peacock stands on a large rock, while displaying its tail. Its feathers shimmer with an almost surreal quality. The nobles are frenzied over these supernatural sights. Their servants and horses divide the forest into chaotic, noisy sections.
I guess none of these creatures are your actual targets.
Sylus rides a tall, dark red hunter horse. His posture is impeccable, yet he possesses an ineffable ease. I could almost believe he's going for a casual stroll. According to the books I've read, when the sacred core is about to manifest, living creatures are transformed by powerful magic. They become incredibly beautiful.
Are there any tomes you haven't read? You're a walking sacred core encyclopedia.
Encyclopedias are thick. Those who can only make nasty remarks should be careful. At least their skulls be crushed by one. An unusual magic force slowly reaches out from the depths of the forest. It's akin to slender, cold tentacles. Sylus?
I sense it. Let's follow it.
We avoid the groups and track that magical force into the dense forest. The blood-red mist thickens, and a streak of disturbing white flashes. It's a white crow. I'm not gonna get emotional right now, am I? Oh no. It's a white crow. Its feathers as pure as snow. A rose vine crawls out from its back. A semi-transparent bud grows on a vine, and thin streams of blood are flowing within it. Is this Mephi? It's a magical creature. Is that my son? I dismount, my fingers moving rapidly as a glyph appears on the ground. The glyph wraps itself around it. Akin to a chain, it's about to tighten and trap the white crow. No, what are you doing? A dozen blurry figures appear in the mist. They transform it into sharp spikes and unleash a barrage of attacks.
It's not yours.
Hi, Samuel. How are you? Before I can dodge, Sylus is already in front of me. He twirls his staff to block the spikes.
You'll be unable to obtain anything with this speed.
Sylus, these are illusions.
I already knew that. The real spellcaster is hiding amongst them. Attack with me.
I swing my staff with him. Crystals expand into a glyph and pierce the illusions in the mist.
These people severely underestimated the connection between a husband and wife. What do you say, my lady?
I suppose you refuse to miss any chance to flaunt our relationship, Count. We trade barbs as usual, yet our rapport in battle flows more smoothly than ever. The mages who want to take the White Crow are forced to retreat. Powerless, they can't fight back. I turn to activate another glyph. I'll capture the White Crow. Eee! A familiar nauseating agony explodes in my chest. My breath is almost cut off. I fall to my knees in the cold, damp mud, and the power of my glyph dissipates. Why is it even worse than before? My vision blurs. I can only see Sylus rushing through the mist. He catches me before my face lands on the ground.
Your body.
She can't move. Here's our chance.
The dozen or so mages surround us and raise their hands in unison. The ground erupts with blinding white light. Accompanied by a deafening roar, spiraling rings of light rise.
I can't kill them all when the linkage is limiting me. They need to come closer.
5 rings of light rotate in various positions and mesh together in a gear-like fashion as they close in. My energy and Sylus's are draining. Several impatient mages move, hoping to seize the opportunity to capture the White Crow.
At last.
Within range, Sylus cuts through the group of mages. Akin to a blade, his staff repeatedly pierces their chest. Oh shit.
You want to drain my energy? Pay for it with your blood.
Fiend! It's a fiend who drinks blood!
Nobles drawn in by the commotion hide, keeping their distance. Their faces turn ashen as they witness Sylus furiously drink the mage's blood. The spiral glyph continues to move, and my energy is almost gone. The excruciating pain shatters my body into countless pieces. Sylus. He returns to my side, his eyes flashing with a savage intensity, yet they brim with a certain determination. He raises his wrist and pierces his skin with his fangs. Bright red blood winds down his arm.
Drink.
Oh! Elite Saint, thank you for claiming your daily coffee. Okay, I'll drink gladly. I feel a fear in the depths of my subconscious and use my last ounce of strength to shake my head.
You don't have a choice.
He grabs my jaw and presses his wrist against my mouth. When my tongue touches his skin, his blood reminds me of burning embers. It explodes inside me and turns my veins. Ooh. My heartbeat is all I could hear, as it's accompanied by sharp burning pain, yet it's quickly dispelling the weakness and oppressive sensation in my body. Has a good night, Mobzilla, if you're going to bed. The mist around us suddenly churns and swirls as if countless hidden eyes are opening within it. The gear-like glyph is silent. It's a light dissolving into the mist.
Lean on me. We'll leave this place.
Excuse me. Our figures vanish into the depths of the blood mist as Sylus holds me. Ooh. That chapter was spicy. I liked it. There's a lot going on. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Chapter 6. In my hazy consciousness, I can only feel a warm, thick, strange, yet intoxicating liquid between my lips. My throat tightens as I greedily drink it. I'm savoring the sweetest poison drawn from darkness itself.
A little more. Breathe. You're doing well.
I slowly open my eyes, and my vision is only filled with a dark crimson hue. Blood? I realize my tongue is lapping Sylus's wrist, his blood slowly trickling down from the corner of my lips. Ooh! I quickly move back and sit up, only to discover that I'm lying in a stone coffin. It's adorned with intricate carvings.
Welcome home, Countess.
Where am I? My home doesn't have anything like this. I look around. This place resembles an underground vault, with walls made of dark stone. Candlelight casts shadows that stretch into monstrous shapes.
Of course. This is my home. I could use another descriptor. Welcome to the underworld, Miss Mage.
The underworld with Sylus? I'm right where I want to be. The underworld? How could a human possibly enter this place?
They would have to drink my blood.
The metallic taste of blood lingers in my mouth, but I'm not repulsed by it. How strange. Okay, Mobzilla. Have a wonderful day. Sounds good. The suffocating feeling from before has subsided without me noticing, but the pain inside my body still reminds me of everything that happened. The white crow, the clues to the sacred core must be on it. I force myself to climb out of the stone coffin, but when my feet touch the ground, I collapse from excruciating agony. A white feathery figure flies across the underground chamber and lands gracefully on Silas's shoulder.
Here's your clue. In your current pitiful state, you shouldn't be running around willy-nilly.
This magical creature can enter the underworld too?
Since it was prey that caught your interest, my lady, I naturally couldn't let it escape. I'll admit, it's peculiar. I've never seen a magical creature that can freely travel between the human world and the underworld before.
Sylus helps me stand. The white crow shows no intention of flying away. Instead, it tilts its head as it watches me. The vine on its back sways gently with each breath, its bud remaining tightly closed as if hiding secrets. I wonder how long it will take for the flower to bloom.
When it happens, what you're looking for might reveal itself. But your weakness has been exposed. Those mages won't give you a moment to breathe anymore. If you leave now, you'll be walking into death's sweet embrace.
His eyes reveal their typical mocking gleam, but there's a hint of genuine concern. I remain silent for a moment. The intense anguish coursing through my body forces me to lean on him for support. If you don't mind me staying here, then I'll wait for the rose to bloom. Count.
I have welcomed you from the very beginning.
Suddenly, he picks me up. Carrying me, he climbs the stairs. It is my son! That has to be Mephisto! I'm gonna crash
Now that you're
out!
staying, let's help you become acquainted with our home, my lady.
Oh, the chapel? This game's gonna make me crash out. Holy shit. Sylus and I reach the top of the staircase. The scenery greeting my eyes is so breathtaking that I almost forget my pain. Inside the massive castle with its vaulted ceiling, bright candlelight reflects off countless treasures. Its radiance is dreamlike and dangerous. Massive beast skulls hang as decorations. Crystals taller than a person contain strange weapons and items that shimmer with an otherworldly glow. Glub glub, you're gonna make me even more Delulu. Is this how you live in the underworld? No wonder you hate being summoned.
They're nothing more than trophies. Opponents I've defeated here, mages who tried to summon me only to die. I always keep one item from each of them as a souvenir.
His nonchalance sends chills down my spine. So this place is actually a graveyard.
Your sense of humor never fails to delight me. Even if this is a graveyard, it's been deathly quiet for a long time. I've run out of rivals in the underworld. There are no fiends who dare to challenge me. And I can count the mages who survived long enough to complete the summoning ritual on one hand in the past century. So, I'm bored.
Oh. No surprise there, Pookie. I haven't heard you be bored before. He's always bored. Always bored when he doesn't get enough action. my dramatic king. I'm also a mage who summoned you. Are you planning to take a souvenir from me? He glances at me.
We'll discuss that after you're dead.
Heh. So you also have a sense of humor.
It's a pity that the underworld and the human world lack individuals like you who appreciate it. It seems my sense of humor is destined to only entertain you.
As he carries me around to brag about his keepsakes with great enthusiasm, I catch a glimpse of something within the castle. Is that... Chat, I'm going to crash out. Holy shit. Is that a pipe organ? In the midst of flickering golden light stands a silent, imposing, dust-covered pipe organ. Its wooden casing has lost its luster, as if it's been forgotten in the depths of time.
Can you play it?
He places me on the bench and I press a few keys. Oh. Unsurprisingly, some are out of tune. Others don't produce any sound.
That's normal. No one has ever played it.
And you consider it normal? A room of treasures arranged around a broken pipe organ? Is it special to you? Oh, baby girl, yeah, it's special to him because it's crushing me that he has it. Sylus doesn't answer. He picks me up again and carries me. I'm about to ask more questions, but the sight before me makes me forget my curiosity. On the balcony, the wind is cold as a knife's edge. The underworld sky doesn't resemble daytime or nighttime. It remains an unchanging gray. The world before me is disordered and fragmented. Buildings of various architectural styles are present as far as the eye can see. It's as if they've been violently pierced together. In the distance, a crimson barren mountain rises. Large rock chunks float around its edges. Beyond that lies a motionless sea, akin to a glass sculpture the waves are frozen as they break. The underworld described in various books is nothing like this.
You should read less nonsense.
These structures seem to be from different worlds. What exactly is this realm?
A graveyard.
An indescribable shudder spreads from the depths of my heart. I don't understand. He slightly turns his head, his gaze passing me like the wind.
You're not the only one who wants to rewrite fate. And there are other timelines with people such as yourself. Have you ever wondered where those discarded fates go?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Pookie, actually.
Established cause and effect cannot vanish into thin air. A place must receive these fragments erased from various timelines. When enough fragments accumulate, they form ruins. The underworld is a fate's graveyard.
Similar to a hunter searching for a cairn above a graveyard, the white crow soars in the distant gray sky. I don't know if I'm stunned by Sylus's words or affected by the countless energies surrounding me. A ringing noise floods my ears, and my limbs weaken.
The magnetic field here is too chaotic. Your body isn't strong enough to stay outside for too long.
Without saying another word, Sylus lifts me into his arms and carries me back. Black-red mist flows out of the sealed doors and windows behind us. Back in the stone chamber beneath the castle, what was once eerie now feels comforting by comparison. It's suddenly quiet in here. The stone chamber shields me from the chaos outside, and even my breathing becomes steady again.
Only being quiet isn't enough.
He places me back into the ornate stone coffin. Noticing my look of protest, he pats my hand to reassure me.
You'll recover faster here.
No wonder you use this stone coffin as a bed. However, humans need plenty of food to recover. We can't just rest.
You only require blood now. There's no need for regular meals anymore.
Dauntless, I grab his hand. I've been eating human food for hundreds of years. I can't quit. Even if my body doesn't need it, I still need food to sustain my mind. Otherwise, I'll keep pestering you.
How troublesome.
I hear rummaging, then Sylus quickly returns with several pouches in his hands.
You're fortunate. In the underworld, my abode is the only one where human food can still be found.
I wonder who's the unfortunate mage you scavenged them from. This food isn't centuries old, is it?
It's 100 years old. It's fresh compared to you.
Hey! There are traces of magical seals on the pouches. Mages typically use these methods to preserve food for extended periods. But no mage expects their food to last 100 years.
Are you going to eat it or not?
I'll try. Sylus' face shows disdain, yet his movements are swift and efficient as he opens the pouches and lights a fire in the stone chamber to heat the food. I look at the cold, gloomy stone chamber in the coffin I'm lying in. Then my gaze lands on his busy, happy figure. Sylus, were you this elated when you were alone here? He pours the heated, sticky mass of food onto a metal plate and hands it to me.
No. It's because I'm giving you this meal, so I can feast properly later.
Then I must be the first dish that makes you happy. A gourmet delicacy.
You're confident about your status.
I taste the steaming substance, although I'm not actually hungry. Its aroma still brings me comfort and helps me relax. This isn't my first time lying in a coffin. I was suffocating, and the people around me thought I had died, so they hastily buried me in a coffin. Once enough time had passed, I woke up to find myself buried alive. I stare absently at the thick liquid on my plate, but my voice remains steadfast. I struggled to crawl out of the coffin. I bet that place still tells ghost stories about me. But this happened ages ago. After several eons, I doubt anyone remembers. Sylus listens quietly. Surprisingly, his mocking expression is nowhere to be seen. Yeah, it is.
Why you wish to
Our
enter the
poor
sacred
girl.
core?
Yes. I lower my gaze. It's the first time I've told anyone my real reason for seeking the sacred core. My suffering stems from a curse. I lost my most crucial memories and only vaguely remember that because of this curse. Only a certain person can grant me a true death. I am going to crash out. Oh my God. No. Okay. She said that to him. And she's the only person that can do that to him? He quietly observes me, as if he's looking at a reflection below a lake's surface.
You want to rewrite your fate to escape eternal torment.
Correct. Eternity for me is a nightmare I can never wake from. The flickering candlelight in the stone chambers cast a gentle glow on his face. It encourages me to ask the question that has lingered in my heart for so long. Do you remember why you're here?
That's one more thing we share. For better or worse.
He sits down and leans against the stone coffin.
I don't remember how I arrived here. Sometimes, I think the underworld's fiends are simply people abandoned by fate.
Oh my god, I'm getting teary-eyed.
Since they're not embraced by it, they're free from the mortal world's moral constraints. They only live for their desires.
But you said you weren't happy before.
I suppose when I defeated a fiend, I'd momentarily feel the zenith of pleasure. That's why I spent most of my time becoming the ruler of the underworld. But pleasure has always been fleeting. After the rapture passes, all that remains is longer periods of emptiness.
My poor boy. He speaks of his distant past in a detached tone. With time melting bloodshed and brutality, only drifting ashes are left. I understand him, though. There's no reason for it. Perhaps it's because I also experienced the passage of time. Maybe my life only has one sensation left. Or to put it simply, we're like kindred spirits. You must have traveled through many fragmented space-times before. Why did you stay at this castle? He glances at me, his tone making it impossible to tell if he's being genuine.
Must there be a reason? This might be the only place where I've seen a pipe organ.
Is that so?
It's the only object that feels familiar to me.
I'm not gonna cry. Oh. My heart races for no apparent reason. It's for a reason, baby girl. I just want you to remember. An inexplicable thought appears in my mind. This castle doesn't have to be so deathly silent. After all, its owner isn't cold-hearted. Several days later, the torment inside my body has slightly subsided. I can now leave the stone coffin and walk around the castle. I'm sorry, Plugs. I hope you feel better soon. Living alone in a large building must be boring. Grayish light pours through the castle windows as the white crow dives. It's carrying something in its beak. It lands on the railing beside me and opens its beak. A black flower gently rolls into my palm. Is this a rose? It has the shape of a rose, but I've never seen this color before.
When did it bloom?
I haven't seen the underworld's gardens yet. I grab Sylus's wrist. Should we follow it and take a look?
You've barely recovered, and yet you've already forgotten what happens when outside energies affect you.
I've been stuck here for days. Besides, you can protect me. This is an order.
Are you certain your orders still work in my territory?
Several wisps of black-red mist faintly swirl around me, as if to shield my body. Oh no, I'm sorry, Plugs. That sounds terrible. I had the neurovirus, I think, earlier this year. That was terrible. That was worse than COVID.
In this place, I'll only abide by them once.
The White Crow leads us to the area behind the castle. The hillside is shrouded in hazy light. To my surprise, a field of blossoming blue and black roses lies at the bottom of the blue stone steps. The White Crow circles above the sea of flowers, and this scene feels strangely familiar. I feel like I've experienced this before.
In a dream?
In Velmure. There's a secret garden filled with roses. It has red and white roses in full bloom. I remember seeing a black crow there. It feels similar to what we're seeing now. It's almost like
A mirror image.
I pick a few roses. Their rich fragrance is exactly like the scent one can find in the human world. It adds a touch of vitality to this cold realm. Perhaps the human world and the underworld aren't completely separated. How else could this white crow travel between them? And it carries clues about the sacred core. It can be considered a messenger.
The sacred core's messenger is similar to an ominous sign. It deserves a fiend's name. We'll call him Mephisto.
It's my son! I'm gonna cry! It's Mephi! Oh. He's so beautiful. The White Crow cries out as if he's approving his new name. He lands on Sylus's shoulder. The rosebud on the bird's back quivers slightly. It might blossom soon. I gather blue and black roses and bring them back to the castle. I arrange them at the bottom of the stone coffin.
You're bringing an invasive plant species into my territory.
This stone coffin is cold, hard, and deathly gloomy. I doubt I'll ever get used to sleeping in it. I lie down in the coffin. The fragrance of flowers envelops me and carries a warm sweetness. The roses here smell similar to the ones in the human world. Falling asleep surrounded by this fragrance might give me better dreams. Do you want to try it?
Since when did you start believing in these things?
I once fell asleep amongst flowers, to be exact. It was in a secret garden I told you about.
And you had a beautiful dream.
Yes. I still remember it to this day.
Tell me about it. Perhaps I might also start believing.
After you have your own sweet dream, we can exchange stories. I take Sylus's hand. He doesn't refuse, and he moves closer as I pull him into the small sea of flowers. Close your eyes and breathe. Doesn't it feel like you're lying in a bed of flowers?
I can believe I'm basking in the sun.
His tone remains as teasing as ever, but there's a subtle joy in his voice. He has yet to let go of my hand. I close my eyes, and the sense of floral fragrance intensify, and sense the floral fragrance intensifies in the darkness. Wow, chat, I'm so sorry. I become more aware of his warmth that I'm holding. Sylus. When we return to Velmure, I'll take you to that secret garden and show you those roses.
All right.
Holding hands, we sleep while surrounded by the fragrance of roses. Thirsty. I'm so thirsty. I don't know how long it's been. My body is overwhelmed by an intense, unexpected desire. Dizziness, a parched throat, an emptiness in my chest. This isn't the suffocation heralding an approaching death. It's an uncontrollable hunger. I'm subconsciously drawn to the presence beside me. I don't want the scent of flowers, but this intense, burning essence. I can't help but move closer to the source. Seemingly in a deep slumber, Sylus's eyes are closed. I lower my head towards his chest and inhale his scent. His heartbeat awakens a deeper carnal craving within me. I follow this warmth over his collarbone and his Adam's apple. I'm drawn to the side of his neck. The essence is more evident. Its warmth pulsating against the tip of my nose and lips. I want Sylus.
You don't need to restrain yourself. Since we're the same now, why don't we make an exchange?
Okay. Yes. The wild growing hunger inside me doesn't hesitate. I agree instantly. A faint smile crosses his lips as he unhurriedly opens his collar to expose his neck. Slightly raised veins pulse under his skin.
Indulge yourself to your heart's content, my dearest wife.
I lean forward, my fangs piercing his skin. Warm, thick liquid floods my mouth. The taste in my mouth is rich, cloying. It carries an intoxicating power that makes me dizzy. I feel as though I'm drinking the night's darkness that's been brought to a boil.
Give it to me.
As I tilt my head back to catch my breath, Sylus turns his head, opens my collar, and sinks his fangs into the crook of my neck. Ooh! I'm speechless. Pain and pleasure overlap and surge as our breaths quicken and intertwine. Blood and skin press against lips and teeth. The scent of flowers and blood merge, and our heartbeats gradually synchronize beneath our skin. Dark red blood drips from my pierced neck, soaking my disheveled collar. It soon falls onto the roses under us. Petals greedily drink the drops of blood, and dark crimson seeps into those blue and black roses. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. I don't know how long I've been asleep. In a realm between dreams and wakefulness, a slight pull on my skin makes me regain consciousness. Next to me, Sylus lies on his side. Look at this cutie. Look at him. He's just a happy man. He's so happy. I love him. Next to me, Sylus lies on his side. He holds a soft handkerchief and unhurriedly wipes away traces of blood from the corner of my lips. His touch is gentle, and his fingertips occasionally brush against my skin. They leave behind a subtle yet unmistakable warmth.
Did I wake you? You can sleep some more.
I lower my gaze. The edges of the rose petals beneath me are still stained with dark red blood that's partially dried. They're seemingly whispering to me. I recall the burning roses from my previous dream. Their color was the same. And the person beside me in that dream had the same warmth. Dreams and reality overlap. I can't tell which one is more real. Mephisto perches on the edge of the stone coffin. The rosebud on his back is so large that it's starting to unfurl. We should be able to return soon.
Indeed.
Sylus answers but betrays no emotion. And my heart, which should be rejoicing, isn't as thrilled as I expected. I'm one step closer to entering the sacred core. I should be happy. My gaze remains captivated by the hand still wiping away blood. His fingertips graze my lips, and his lingering warmth secretly infiltrates my heart to embrace every fiber of my being. Once I enter the sacred core, this curse's shackles shall no longer bind me. Doubt lurks. It's a rusty blade silently embedding itself into my heart. Isn't this what I've always wanted? Why am I hesitating? Because you love him. The rose on Mephisto's back blooms more beautifully with each passing day, unfurling one layer at a time. Its petals are akin to ignited flames. Deep within the flower's center are entwined silver thread-like patterns, fragments of magical power. Once the rose is in full bloom, these magical fragments will be revealed. I'll piece them together then. My body is recovering, but I know deep down that it will never return to what it once was. For reasons unknown, the searing sensation follows me like a shadow. It's not as intense as when it suddenly appears. Rather, it's a constant underlying pain. But I lie to Sylus and tell him I made a full recovery. Sylus is uncharacteristically distracted. He only responds with a slight nod. The unspoken truth between us is that, after leaving the underworld, we'll reach the sacred core. These should be the last moments of my life in the underworld. Before leaving, I want to leave something behind. Perhaps it's to prove I was here, and perhaps it'll make him remember me. I wipe down the neglected pipe organ within the castle, open its cover, and clean the pipes.
You're already bored of this place? Or you have a rare hobby for repairing pipe organs?
Not necessarily. In the past, I disguised myself as a devout choir member to find a book containing forbidden magics. It was sealed in a chapel.
Ah, yes. You do something of that nature.
I adjust the pitch of each note until the organ sounds normal again. I stayed there for a long time and learned tuning and repair techniques. I never thought I'd get to use them here. I think it's tuned. Do you want to try playing it?
Why don't you do that?
The only pieces I learned back then were all the monotonous. We're all monotonous and boring. Chuckling softly, he sits down. His slender fingers rest on the instrument's keys. I have to listen to it, chat. The melody flowing from his fingers reminds me of a warmth submerged in water. I'm drawn into the depths of my memories. My heart stirs, and I can't tell if it's because of the melody or the person playing it. Where did you learn to play this piece?
I don't remember. It seems like I was born with it.
It sounds like a requiem.
Is it banal?
No. It's tranquil. Entranced, I watch his fingers dance. Sylus, when I die, will you play it for me again?
How can you hear it if you're dead?
I'll hear it. He doesn't say anything and continues playing. The ancient castle's vast corridors and walls reflect the music back again and again, as if they're trying to crystallize this moment in time. This is our last night in the underworld. That night, the white crow is perched on the castle window. A blood-red blue rose blooms along the vine on his back. The delicate lines on the petals converge into a silvery white spiral at the flower's center. It resembles a dissected nebula. I lean in. Deep within the spiral lies an illusory mirror, which rotates like a kaleidoscope. I see an abandoned courtyard with no distinctive features. There's only a broken stone bust, standing alone amongst overgrown weeds. At the end, a narrow path stretches into the distance. Blooming roses line it. The flower's shadows guides my gaze towards the depths of the mist. Something is waiting for me. The fact that they had him playing the organ, the fact that there's even an organ in this. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna warn you now, I'm gonna be a mess. Chapter 8. After leaving the underworld and returning to Velmir, we find the estate completely abandoned. All the dazzling treasures have vanished, even the modest silverware is gone. In the center of the great hall, the large portrait of me and Sylus had been splattered with crimson paint. It's a bloody, grotesque sight. Our faces have been erased, and only the crimson words are smeared on them. Fiend and evil mage.
Many nobles at the royal hunting grounds witnessed me kill the mages. They also watched you drink my blood before we vanished.
The mages who were fortunate enough to survive embellish their stories. They painted us as fiends wearing human skin.
This is the price for summoning Sylus.
And I let out a scornful laugh and waved my hand to destroy the exorcism glyph on the painting. People in this world are terrified of death. My immortal existence is inherently evil to them.
You have no attachment to this world?
Do you have any attachments to the underworld? Sylus gazes at me thoughtfully.
No.
I glance at the full-length mirror on one side of the room. There's no reflection in it. No Sylus, no me. I'm not afraid. Instead, a secret sense of comfort washes over me. That's how it should be. I point at the mirror. See? We're the same.
The same.
He leans in, and I can see my reflection in his eyes.
I like that.
We turn and leave. We must find the prophesized ruined courtyard that is related to the sacred core. We search Velmir for its abandoned courtyard containing a bust. Mages block our path. They shout nonsense about justice and retribution while waving their staves. However, their eyes reveal their true greed. Justice cloak is the perfect disguise for desire. Merely a few days of news of a fiend and an evil mage returning from the dead spread like a plague. Mages create rumors that we seek the sacred core to overthrow the world order and unleash fiends upon Ophelos. More mages rush to Velmir and use vanquishing evil as a pretense. They compete for the chance to enter the sacred core. Our search for the desolate courtyard amongst the ruins continues. The night deepens. After another day of constantly moving and fighting several mages, we've taken shelter in an empty house on the city outskirts. The ceaseless, searing pain in my body grows stronger with each passing day. Maybe it's because we're getting closer to the sacred core. Sylus offers his wrist to my lips.
You've used most of your energy. Do you want a sip?
You've also expanded most of your energy.
So many mages are handing themselves over on a silver platter. I get to enjoy a feast every day.
I firmly turn his face towards mine and look into his eyes. You liar.
You haven't been honest with me either. Am I mistaken?
I stay silent. I know he's aware of the fact that I never fully recovered. But he hasn't said anything about it. He absorbs blood from our enemies and offers his own to sustain me. He sighs before he somewhat forcefully pulls me onto his lap. He guides my head to the side of his neck.
If you still want to enter the sacred core, then bite me.
I stare at his injured neck that isn't fully healed. My heart aches.
Isn't it our ritual?
I gently press my lips against his skin, and warm blood flows into my mouth. Moonlight, veiled in the blood mist, shines through the window. It illuminates his gaze, and those unfathomable depths could swallow me whole. It was only a glimmer, yet it feels like 1,000 years have passed. A thought begins to expand. It's akin to a sponge absorbing water. After rewriting fate, I will never see those eyes again. Kiori slowly falls asleep in Silas's arms. But even in her slumber, pain is merciless. She frowns, and her breathing is rapid, as if an invisible hand is squeezing her heart. Subconsciously, she grasps his fingers before reluctantly releasing them. Sylus pauses, and then he holds her hand again. Their wrists touch, and the chain binding them flickers with every breath. Somehow, he no longer resents the linkage he wanted to rid himself of. In fact, he wishes he could bind them more tightly together. Supposedly, it had been a long time since he thought about returning to the underworld alone. In his eyes, his dreams, his imagination, her presence exists in everything. But if their circumstances never change, the one who's staying by his side will continue to endure endless torment.
If bearing a curse is your fate, then rewriting that is part of your destiny. Fate isn't the only answer. After all, I never believed in it. If fate demands your suffering, then I will destroy it. No matter the cost. This shall be the price I pay.
After searching through most of Velmir's courtyards without any success, we arrive at an abandoned churchyard. The stone sculptures here are intact. Not all of them match the text in the prophecy.
Isn't it odd? The buildings are weathered and old, yet the sculptures appear as though they were crafted days ago.
An illusion? The ground suddenly trembles. Stones break, and a massive skeleton rises from the center of the churchyard. Its body is forged from black iron and brittle bones. Dark red flames burn within its chest cavity, and death's essence flows from its hollow eye sockets. This isn't the remnant of an ordinary sentinel. The skeleton swings a massive rust-covered axe, which generates overwhelming energy waves.
Regardless of what it is, the fact that a trap was set means we're close to the answer.
Sylus stands in front of me. He binds the skeleton's arms with black-red mist, but the creature violently breaks free.
Oh, it's not a weakling.
He thrusts his staff into the skeleton's chest. I seize the opportunity to cast a spell as I press my hands on the ground. Glyphs appear and spread out from under the skeleton. It's bound in place. Now! Sylus' staff pierces the skeleton's chest. Flames surge, but the beast doesn't fall. Brittle bones scatter only to reassemble. Larger than before, the creature stands once more. The giant axe sweeps across the ground and sends stone fragments flying. The attack makes me slam against the base of the stone statue. Blood trickles down from the corner of my mouth.
Get behind me.
Sylus spreads his wings and flies in front of me. He takes the second strike as his shoulder becomes a bloody mess. No! Not my Pookie! I clench my teeth and it's gone. Glyph spreads out and engulfs the skeleton. Sylus and I grip the staff together and forcefully drive it through the creature's skull. Flames burst from its eye sockets and a massive body crashes to the ground. In the subsequent silence, only our labored breathing remains. I fall to my knees, my palms covered in blood. I gasp for air as the searing pain inside my body intensifies. Sylus folds his wings and drags his injured body over to me. He supports me as I stand.
What a shame. We almost died.
Yes, we barely avoided that opportunity. In spite of our pain, we weakly smile at each other. Amongst the broken stones, a half-destroyed statue emerges. It matches the one in the prophecy. At the end of where the statue points, a narrow path lies hidden in the mist, the blooming red roses lining it. I've seen it in paintings, and in my dreams. This is the entrance to the sacred core. The goal that I've chased for hundreds of years is right before my eyes. I'm momentarily stunned. This isn't a dream. Yes? Sylus stares at the misty path that leads into the unknown. His expression darkens.
Since this is what you want, let's continue.
I extend my hand towards him. Silent, he looks at it, then he takes it. Hand in hand, we step into the rose-covered path and venture deeper. Mist churns around my feet as my body reaches its limit. Each step feels as though I'm walking on knives. It's as if my body has been torn to shreds, yet my flesh and bones are forcibly held together. But I'm almost at the end. At the end of this path, I can use the sacred core to rewrite my fate. Then the pain will be over. The linkage between Sylus and me shall end as well. I look at our clasped hands. Once our connection is severed, Sylus will return to the underworld. As for me, I'm uncertain of the life waiting for me. But it will be one without a curse, pain, and Sylus. From the depths, a breeze blows along the path and carries a faint floral fragrance. Rose petals scatter in the air. They land in my hair and on Sylus's shoulders. My gaze shifts from our clasped hands to his face. Then I realize he's looking at me.
What is it?
The entrance is beyond the mist.
I know.
I stop in my tracks. Once I enter it, we might not have a chance
You're
to
eager
say...
bid farewell.
Why you go so fast? There was no reason for that. If there's captured right there, there's no reason for that. I didn't click. I love this game. But my goodness, let me read. Once I enter it, we might not have the chance to say goodbye. I want to do it properly. It's similar to a proper acknowledgement.
You don't want me to see the sacred core? All right, then. I wasn't even the slightest bit interested.
His tone carries its usual sarcasm, but there's no trace of amusement in his eyes.
Should I offer my blessings for your inevitable death? I wish that you'll be free from curses and live an ordinary life without any sort of suffering. Or should I wish for us to never meet again?
I take a step, pull his arm, and stand on my tiptoes to kiss his lips. Our lips have left wounds on each other's bodies, and we felt each other's warmth and blood. But this kiss is different. I still want to leave something behind in Sylus's life, even if it's a mere moment. I should let him just forget me, as I would forget him. But why do I selfishly want him to remember? Because, baby. Because you don't want him to forget you. You love him. Let's sever our linkage. The path ahead is one I must walk alone. Without waiting for his response, I silently recite the spell. The linkage at my wrist begins to glow. With a lingering, gentle vibration, it stretches like a silk thread being pulled apart. The thread of light breaks, its fragments turning into tiny motes of light that float away with the wind. They disappear into the mist.
This is what you consider a proper farewell.
Sylus, you're free now. As I say these words, I feel an unfamiliar emptiness around my wrist. The emotion welling up inside me. Is it reluctance?
It won't be long before I'm forgotten. But what makes you think I'll forget you?
Of course you'll forget me. It's a lie. He stares at me as if he's already seen through it, yet he doesn't try to interrupt me. You can rule the underworld again. You'll live forever. I'm nothing more than a fleeting moment. Another lie.
You're speaking as if you know what I desire.
I hope it's what you want.
You gave me another order.
In the future, when you play that melody again in your castle, if I'm truly dead by then, my soul will still hear it. He takes my hand, his fingers caressing my slightly trembling palm.
Is this the final testament you want to give me?
Why not? You'll always abide by my orders. With countless unspoken feelings buried in my heart, I look at Sylus and force myself to smile. Farewell, Sylus. I wouldn't be able to walk away from him. As the mist dissipates, my senses vanish. I can't tell where I am. When I open my eyes again, I find myself in an incredible otherworldly place. This place has no sky and no earth. There's only endless white sand that's constantly flowing. Sand cascades from an indeterminate height. Layers upon layers of it almost fill my vision. I struggle to move. I'm like a prisoner trapped inside an enormous hourglass. Please listen to my wishes, Sacred Core. The fate I wish to rewrite is one without any curse. The energy within my body is ripped away by an invisible hand. It transforms into grains of white sand that fall into the flowing sea beneath my feet. The sea of sand turns as a human skeleton slowly rises to the surface. Tattered old clothes still cling to it. I can faintly make out an embroidered badge among the rags. The name on it is Sarin? My pupils constrict as my breathing becomes rapid. Sir Sarin, the last archmage to enter the Sacred Core, the one who left clues about its manifestation for future generations.
At long last, a prisoner of the Sacred Core has arrived.
The skeleton's jaw moves slowly as it begins to speak.
You've discovered that this is a lie. The Sacred Core could never rewrite fate. It's merely a vessel that devours the strongest souls. All mages who enter the Sacred Core sacrifice their souls. Now it's your turn.
Fear surges wildly in my chest. I struggle to stay calm as I create a glyph to slow the process of my energy being drained. Akin to a waterfall, sand pours down from above. Cracks begin to appear in my glyph as my scorching energy continues to disappear. I can accept death, but I refuse to be manipulated. A crystalline fragment detaches itself from my chest and emits a dazzling light. My body feels weightless. The excruciating searing pain vanishes, and centuries of torment fade away as if I woke up from a bad dream. Is this the source of my suffering? My curse is a fragment of an incomplete soul? No. I desperately try to grasp that fragment. I didn't choose this, rather. My action is driven by pure instinct. Even if it is a curse, even if it only brings me suffering and pain, something deep within me tells me I cannot lose it. Yet my struggle is futile. The fragment drifts further away. My energy continues to be devoured. And my consciousness rapidly disintegrates. As darkness closes in around me, a familiar light begins to spread from my wrist. The linkage I had assumed was severed pierces the waterfalls of sand. The layers of cascading white are torn apart.
The linkage between us cannot be severed.
No, it can't. Sylus advances against the sand's flow, his figure akin to a blade slicing through this false world. Don't come any closer. The Sacred Core will devour your soul. You can't stay here.
What about you? Have you resigned yourself to your fate? Didn't you say you'd rewrite it? Yet as we speak, you're willing to become a sacrifice?
It's too powerful. A mage's power simply can't.
Oh, it's too powerful?
He grips my hand and pulls me out of the sand. His intense gaze meets mine.
Have you forgotten? You're not an ordinary mage. You're the mage who summoned Sylus. If you're willing to pay the price, then nothing is immovable. Not even fate.
I don't know if his hair's supposed to be covering his eye, but you know, at least he looks badass. Intense dread washes over me as I desperately try to stop him. Sylus, no, no! Yet he only responds with a gentle smile.
What? This matter is merely more absurd than death.
Massive energy erupts from his body. Waves of intertwined black and red clash against the realm around us. Sand flows upwards. Everything trembles, and white sand transforms into a violent storm that engulfs everything. I use every ounce of my strength to hold on to him. Yet in the depths of the raging whirlwind, I see a crystalline fragment of his soul float out from his chest. It's swallowed by the sacred core. Sylus! Light explodes between our tightly clasped hands as the space around us collapses with a thunderous roar. We fall endlessly into the chaotic void as he spreads his wings and holds me in his arms. The world peels away and vanishes behind us. Sylus returns. Sylus's breathing is erratic. His face is deathly pale, and his body feels unnaturally cold as he holds me. Without your energy, you won't be able to return to the underworld.
I never intended to go back.
I caress his cheek. He lowers his gaze as a weary smile appears on his face. Sylus, we had identical soul fragments, and we lost them.
Aren't two shells that lost their souls still the same?
I stare at him until tears blur my vision. The pain within my body has vanished. The curse of immortality has been lifted. For the first time, I truly become an ordinary human. I'll be right back, chat. Give me just a second. Sorry, I had to close my door. My flesh, my soul, and life are as fragile as immortals, yet they're just as real.
Why are you crying?
Sylus, you wrote my fate this time.
If our fates were different, how can we truly be the same?
But you paid the price of sacrificing every path that would let you return. You'll never be as powerful as you once were. You've chosen the most difficult future for yourself.
I have no regrets.
He crosses his arms and observes me for what feels like eternity.
Your past self died as your pain disappeared. Starting from this day, everything that happens will be our shared fate.
All the places we'll visit, the sights we'll see, the enemies we'll face, and
We'll spend the rest of our lives together.
are you afraid? We destroyed the sacred core, so we made an enemy out of everyone on Sylus. And we're no longer invincible.
There's only one thing I fear. I found the person whom I want to spend the rest of my life with. Yet, I'm afraid our life together has started too late.
Moonlight descends as the blood mist dissipates with the sacred core. Beneath the heavens, Velmir falls into a brief, peaceful slumber. We welcome the rest of our lives with open arms. I'm gonna crash out! No! Oh. Why? Okay, chat. Chapter 9. As the wind and sand disperse, the world falls quiet once more. Before the world collapses again, Sylus and I visit the secret garden we promised to visit. As we push open the ivory-covered iron gate, roses bloom in the morning mist. I had this place built a long time ago, during the era of my maternal grandmother, to be exact. Excuse me. Time dragged on endlessly back then, and the world around me collapsed too quickly. I wanted something I could watch. It had to change slowly, like a flourishing garden.
But you didn't stay.
I learned magic, discovered the sacred core, and became aware of your existence. I look up at Sylus. Then we promised to visit this place. I wanted to show you many, many roses. My sweet sunshine boy, I love him so much. Sylus picks a rose and tucks it in my hair.
You kept your promise. It's the perfect place to mark the beginning of our life together. The very start of the rest of our lives.
Don't you think the rest of our lives is a new concept for us?
Indeed. Our lives now have a beginning and an end. The boundaries are distinct.
He guides me to sit amongst the flowers. As the wind blows, a floral fragrance envelops us. A finite life, and one shared with another person. I never imagined such a thing before. I imagine we'll travel to many places, mostly remote ones, where few people visit.
And we'll renovate an abandoned fortress and turn it into a temporary home.
I'll be unable to resist buying strange, unusual magical text from old bookstalls.
Then I'll pick up some yellow cheat music while we're there. We'll find a place with a pipe organ so I can listen to you play.
What will you do? Are you going to sit there and listen?
I could sing.
I would love that. When the weather is warmer, I want to find a ship and go out to sea.
Then we'll need to buy one that's sturdy enough to sail to the ends of the planet. I don't care where we go. I only want to sit with you on the mast and watch the moon rise.
Do you think we'll argue?
Haven't we argued enough already?
But in the future, our arguments won't be about the sacred core anymore.
Maybe our reason shall be simpler. So simple, in fact, that they'll be about a dish's seasoning. But our arguments will always end quickly because
I am not
I'll
okay.
prioritize your happiness.
Oh. You sound confident. Tell me more.
For example, I could make you a wooden bird that caws.
Will you name it Mephisto?
If that's what you want.
Maybe we'll come back to Velmir every now and then, and we'll visit this garden and see the roses bloom another year.
Perhaps we'll be old when we return.
I rest my head on his shoulder. That means we truly have spent a long time together. Told you, chat, I'm gonna cry. It could be considered one way to rewrite fate.
We only need to choose each other to rewrite fate. It's a simple matter.
We continue to imagine. Our future together becomes lighter, richer, with every detailed daydream. It's like the rose petals brushing between our palms. They sway in the breeze. Their scent and touch gradually lull me into a sweet dream. Everything is peaceful and gentle in the world's collapse. Before the world's collapse. When this... sorry. Give me just a second, chat. Thank you for the head pats, Nixu. I needed that. Oh my goodness, that destroyed me. That connected everything. That connected his, like... A lot of people call it his, like, base myth. But, like, he just wanted to have a normal life with her. That's all he wanted. He just wants her to remember him. And I'm not okay. This is why Sylus is my main. It's this. With the sacred core's destruction, the world falls apart. It's no different from a temple being destroyed. The false world order peels away from its foundation. Across the continent that's shrouded in the death's shadow, people hope of rewriting fate dissolves into oblivion. Pillars of fate crumble. Barefoot fanatics fill the streets. They burn ritualistic objects and wail as they try to summon their lost god. Terrified of being overwhelmed by riots, the nobility retreat into the underground shelters. A power vacuum formed, and several religious organizations tried to establish a new faith and overthrow the old dynasty. Oh. This continent's history revisits recurring themes again and again. Perhaps it's the world that remains trapped in an inescapable cycle of fate. The sacred core's demise isn't the end of the world, but the shattering of its illusion left people's fears with nowhere to hide. And we, the ones who destroyed the sacred core and exposed the illusion, are the targets of everyone's hunt. Battle after battle, blood and fire become our shadows. To kill us, these fools sacrifice countless innocent lives to activate the most evil forbidden magic. They try to control us and force us to turn our weapons against each other. Yet after every wound and instance of bloodshed, our invisible linkage continues to connect us again and again. We spend a long time together, and endure those countless hunts. Until one day we both stop in our tracks. We're surrounded by blood and ruins. Perhaps we've grown weary of the endless strife. We're tired of this ignorant, cowardly world. On this planet, heading towards doomsday, it's possible that weariness is the true awakening. And then our dream ended.
Don't look back. roses bloom again, will you remember who I am now?
I never forget.
As long as our souls remain unchanged, we'll surely recognize.
Intermittent gust reaches my ears. I accidentally skipped that. I'm sorry, chat. The air is tinged with the metallic smell of rust scorched by flames. In the distance, there's a deep rumbling. Perhaps it's the lingering aftermath of endless battles or the approaching legion. Ew, legion. Sorry.
Are you awake?
Night has fallen. Moonlight bathes the abandoned garden as charred rose petals drift away in the wind. Sylus sits next to me. Blood from his wounded shoulder congeals into a dark crimson in the night. Was I asleep for a long time?
Some time has passed, yes. However, those people haven't found this place yet. I didn't want to wake you. Were you dreaming?
Yes. I dreamed about matters from long ago, starting from where our paths first became linked.
No wonder you wouldn't wake up.
He relaxes and pulls me into his embrace.
Looking back, it has been a long time.
I also dreamed about the future we once imagined.
Finding a temporary home, hunting for old sheet music, going out to sea, making a wooden bird named Mephisto.
You remembered everything.
It's easier to remember matters that actually happened.
I savor the warmth pressed against my back. The sounds of pursuers closing in become clearer in the distance, but we're used to it. Every dream we managed to fulfill was intertwined with endless battles and desperate escapes. The world made us its enemy, yet we only held on to the fragments that gave us warmth. You're correct. The future we once imagined has become our past.
We've already spent most of our remaining lives together.
The fiend and evil mage have nowhere to run. This place will be their grave.
Once we kill them, this sacred core will manifest again. Sylus will be ushered into the divine light.
May the divine light bless Sylus! May the divine light bless Sylus!
They're beyond redemption.
The legion of mages they've assembled is larger this time.
Are you scared?
I was thinking, if all we have left in the remainder of our lives are these memories. Sylus turns to face me, his gaze piercing my innermost thoughts.
If that's not what you want, then we'll live our lives differently.
Is this another instance of us rewriting fate?
You know very well I don't believe in fate. I only believe in decisions.
I smile and offer my wrist to him. An agreement like this needs a proper acknowledgement.
I agree.
He lowers his head and bites my wrist. I take his other hand and bite his wrist in return. We drink each other's blood. We've done it countless times before.
The ritual is complete. Are you ready to partake in the final feast, my dearest wife?
Massive wings unfurl behind him as he hovers beneath the blood-red moon. I tap my staff on the ground to create a glyph of death. The encircling armies surge from the mist. Flames and lightning rain down. The earth trembles from incantations. Ruins on the brink of collapse sway, and the darkness is torn asunder. I could almost believe doomsday has arrived. And so we march towards our doomsday as if we're welcoming a celebration that has descended solely for us.
suppose this is the end. I'll always accept the consequences that accompany my choices.
Shut up!
What about you? Do you regret rewriting your fate so you could live as a mortal?
No. Oh.
All right then. For mortals, death is inevitable. And although we could never share the same beginning, I believe, at the very least, we can share our deaths. Just so you're aware, no one wanted me in Sylus. Yet it's you who awakened me, the person who blesses me. It must be you.
Aww.
Did you lose your magic and voice already?
Oh, I actually have to. Oh. I'm really bad at giving a blessing, but I love you, Pookie. I'm really bad at giving a blessing, but I love you, Pookie.
Now I have truly been born into this world, with you in it.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
I'll remember that.
Aww. We're placing it in his... Oh, no!
You truly have no regrets.
Aww.
From the moment we're born to when we breathe our last, we shall inevitably walk the same path. It's the greatest blessing for us.
Their death was so beautiful. It's as if I'm in a dream. I walk along a path lined with blooming roses. Those rose petals pave a soft road, and the air carries a cool, fragrant scent. I look down to see a faintly glowing linkage on my wrist. It slowly extends and guides me forward. It connects to a hazy silhouette ahead. It's surrounded in mist. Tall and familiar. It's a figure I've traced in my heart thousands of times. His name circles in my throat, yet I'm unable to make a sound. I can only approach him one step at a time. The linkage tightens around my wrist. It reminds me that if I keep moving, I can touch him again. The wind gently disperses the mist, and the figure etched into my vision comes into focus. Before I can see him clearly, What should have been this figure transforms into a floating soul fragment. Lonely, it flickers in the mist. It slowly moves as invisible waves are pushing it, until another glowing fragment reveals itself in the sea of mist. They're one and the same. The two fragments slightly tremble. They flow out of a thin chain of light that connects them to each other. The linkage resembles a freshly bloomed rose, and two soul fragments become glowing petals within it. We're touching the soul fragment. Underworld long ago. Beneath the boundless gray sky, countless fractured world fragments are akin to enormous mouths devouring space and time. Sylus stands on top of mounds of broken bones. Black-red mist has entwined his staff.
You lost.
The defeated fiend gradually crumbles to ash amidst agonized howls, yet before he disappears, a deep voice reverberates.
It doesn't matter if you've defeated the fiends here. This place is Fate's graveyard where only incomplete souls can exist.
Edgy!
No matter how powerful you are, you're still no
Same, though.
different from us. My soul was plundered long ago. I only had the instinct to kill. And you, Sylus, where is the other half of your soul?
The other half.
Velmir long ago. Candles sway in the corner of the hall. A mage's hunched shadow is cast on the wall. With bloodshot eyes, she stares at me.
Your immortality isn't the result of divine favor. It's because half of an immortal soul is trapped inside your body. This isn't a blessing. It's a curse. So long as that immortal half remains within you, you cannot meet death's sweet embrace. You'll only be greeted by endless torment as you're repeatedly torn apart.
I hold my breath, my body trembling slightly as vague memories unexpectedly surface. This is my curse. Only I can grant you a true death. A severe headache strikes me and cuts the paths that lead to my emerging memories. How can I break this curse? I'm willing to do anything. My teacher remains silent for a moment, as if reciting a prayer for me. Then she speaks.
The only method. You must enter the sacred core and rewrite your fate.
We must offer half our soul to the other. They'll be merged to forge an unbreakable bond.
Sylus, not. Oh, I'm gonna crash out. Sylus, I curse your soul. I curse your soul to never fade away. You'll always be tied to me. Forever. This is my curse. Only I can grant you a true death. Only you can, baby girl. Only you. Because he's your beloved. He's your dragon. Once again, I walk this path lined with roses. Yet I'm currently holding a blossoming rose. 2 petals are connected as they emanate a golden glow. My body is gradually becoming transparent. The mist before my eyes is gradually dissolving. It reveals an endless darkness, a tunnel leading to a new world. I'm going to leave this world behind. No. I don't want to forget again.
You don't need to be afraid of anything.
A familiar voice resounds next to my ear. I turn only to find wilting rose bushes around me. But I hear the footsteps of 2 people.
I will find you, and we shall inevitably walk the same path. The world we find ourselves in doesn't matter.
The rose in my hand scatters because of the wind, and 2 growing fragments separate. I run and grasp one of the fragments before the wind carries them away. If I hold on to this soul fragment, will it keep us from being separated?
Are you willing to let it become your eternal curse?
I place the fragment into my body, and it overlaps with my heart. This is the first and last ritual. At the end of the path, the mist disappears and the white light is poured into me. I float through time and space. It's so bright, and yet it's so dark. I can only feel that fragment's warmth in my heart. Sylus, what if I forget you again when we meet once more?
It doesn't matter. I will recognize you, and we'll be the same. 2 kindred spirits. And then, we'll begin our new life together.
I'm not alone. Within my soul, I carry my beloved. Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! Oh yeah, we cried, Harpy. We cried. We cried a lot. Okay, Nixu. I did. My son was here. Bye, Nixu. It connects everything so well. Yeah. Not a wooden crow like she wanted, but he still brought him back because that's what she wanted. And also, everybody that poops on this myth, this is him living out that life that they both wanted. It's this myth. This myth. Ah, I love him so much. I am a disaster. Holy shit. Pookie, I'm not okay. I'm gonna just sit here and hug my iPad. Get your booty over here.
How clingy. Or perhaps I need you. You're hot. The air in here is almost on fire because of you.
Please let him and MC get a happy ending. That's all I want. I need it. I need it so bad now. I need her to remember him. Then again, the angst of her not remembering is pretty damn good too. Ugh. Wow. I was so quiet during the cutscene chat because I was processing everything too. It's absolute cinema. That myth was so well written.
I'll give you a heads up before I touch you. Like right now, for instance.
I need to put the new thingy up, don't I? Where do we want it? Because I think we got a new one. Yeah. It's so pretty. I love that he's kept his promise with her that he will find her. You know what I'm hoping for? Speaking of, like, future lads update, I guess. Because we didn't get it with this Mephisto, like, pose. But it's the white Mephisto. Please. For Glint. Pretty please. The first Mephisto. My son. Give him to me.
You're mine for the rest of the evening. Any objections?
You guys have anything you want to talk about to chat? What were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did it destroy you the way that it just destroyed me? Like, I'm destroyed, but I'm also happy because it did tie in so much. And show just how much he does love her. Very good. I think I cried more reading what they wanted, like how they wanted their lives to be. Him describing all that. And now just going back and playing this again. Yeah, that hurts. This is all he wanted.
Is that how you say hello to everyone?
Just you, Pookie.
The chef called in sick, so we're on our own. Choose one.
This picking the spices for food.
It's sour. This one's not bad. We should use more of this next time. Who said it's for you? Too
I
slow.
clicked it. I clicked it fast.
This salad dressing is good. I highly recommend it. I was planning to head to the terrace. Think of it as me passing by.